So yeah, I've kind of been just kind of chipping away at this thing ever so slowly. By this thing, I mean this thing. Taking little small bites. Not really stressing myself out about it much. So I may come out here and do a couple of hours and call it a day. So this video is basically stretched out across possibly a couple of weeks. Probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks between me finishing the engine and getting it back into the car. I mean, this all probably could have been done in one day, but I just haven't really felt the urge to do that. So this week I'm working second shift, so I don't go into work until about 2. So I don't want to do too much stuff in the morning because I don't want to wear myself out. I don't want to have to shower and change clothes and all that stuff. So I think I'm just gonna work on getting the engine wired, just getting the harness plugged in and everything. I thought about putting fluids in it, at least fluids in the transmission, since I can get to that pretty easily without any of the harness in the way. But the problem with that is it's out of focus. Alright, so the problem with putting fluid in it now is that I don't have axles in the transmission, so if I put fluid in there, it's just gonna run out and pour out into the floor, so that probably wouldn't be very smart. And battery's about to die, yay. So yeah, just gonna work on getting the harness plugged in, and maybe this weekend I should be able to prime it and start her up. Alright, so when I took the engine out, I pretty much just took the harness and zip tied it all together. Just to kind of get it up and out of the way. That needs to go to the chassis. Because wideband. I'm kind of looking at the way this is and wondering if I need to even break this. So hey, what's going on? So back again. Last video, I did some minor wiring and went to work. That was about it. This video, I still haven't finished up very much. So I'm gonna finish getting this tucked up. Pretty much that's gonna be tucked up under there, and then the battery tray will sit on top of that. Be something kind of like that, whatever, it'll cover up most of it. Intake will cover most of that, but gonna worry about that later. And for right now, I'm going to get up under the car and get the shift linkage and all that fun stuff reconnected. Alright, so I'm going to be just putting this stuff back into place. I think I'll worry about getting the exhaust hooked back up. That's pretty much already there. It'd be silly of me not to do it while I'm up under here. Everything's covered in oil and transmission fluid from the leaking seals I had before. Hopefully they don't leak again. Now we got this guy, which will go right around there after I get the Jesus. Close enough to snug that up. Ouch. You always want to drop this in from the top, because if that nut was to fall off, it's unlikely that the bolt would you know, back its way up and out. But if you had it in upside down, I don't think it would even go. No, it wouldn't even go in upside down anyways. So never mind. I'll just shut my mouth. Alright, so now I can go test this and see if it shifts. Alright, hopefully that's in focus. Alright, so now that the that's off kilter, it's a little weird. Alright, so now that the shift linkage is attached and the exhaust is kind of sort of attached, I just need to finish that up. I can get the axles in and put some fluid in there, put some fluid in the transmission anyways, and yeah. Crotch shot.